Okay, great. Hello, yogis, yoga land. A very hot evening here. I'm in Sims Lake, Swanee, Georgia. Today's theme is our Aprihagaya, and that's of the yamas. And the yamas, it's our projection outward, and it's our non-attachment. So just give notice to something that you are attached to, and heaven forbid, something might happen to that situation. What would be your response? So just hope you don't get into that situation, but just give notice that you have an attachment to this. If it is gone, what is your reaction? So that's the theme of the class. The asanas that come with that is our Gumak asana and our mountain. So we're going to come into our seat. And we'll do our forward inhalation and our back inhalation if it was a very hot day again today. So if you are hot, just guide that air over the tongue. Exhale out the nose. So our forwards, our inhalation, our going back is our exhalation. So this is a great breath to experience anyway, because when it is hot, this is a cooling breath. Do a couple more here. And then we're gonna give some circular rotations here. And I'll remove my necklaces here because they rub up against the mic. We'll do 5 in one direction, and we'll go 5 the other. And now we're gonna pick an oil. I love this one. Have rose trees over here. My rose garden, the roses are done with. Had a lot of rain, I guess. Few storms, and they kind of took a beating for the next sun to give it some strength to bloom again. And there we go about attachment. I'm attached, sure, I love that garden, I love that spot, but I can't do yoga there. Am I upset about it? No. So we're gonna come back, and I'll be back to film again there. But if the roses were very healthy looking, I would have definitely stayed there. So now we're going to do our alternate nostril breath. Is another way to help us center. Bit of meditation here. You can use your thumb, your index. The traditional way is the thumb. You curl the index and the center finger, and you have the ring finger and the pinky. So I'm on my right hand, so that will be my thumb is right, my ring and pinky left side. And you can also do what I enjoy to do, with especially when we do the aromas. It's your flower, it's your fragrance, so keep doing it throughout this class here. I take the center and my index and I place it at the Ajna chakra. Then I got my thumb for the right side and my pinky and ring finger for the left side. So we're going to start on the left. We have an inhalation, a pause, exhalation right, inhalation right, exhalation left. And that's one round. So it's very simple. It's the nostril that we exhale out of. We're going to have an inhalation. Okay. We're going to start on the left. And then the Durga breath, when we come into the stomach, we like to give a little pump. Exhale from the chest through the stomach. And we do 5 breaths here. Okay. Now, it's the ultimate tuning into our practice. And this is the greatest thing about this thing around here is and we'll do one Om to open. If you don't want Om, you can Om fun. And I'll Om fun. A lot of people don't like to Om, but when it comes to Om and fun, and it's what we are doing, is yoga fun. So we're just gonna go. It's almost as if we were singing, the pumping of the stomach here. Fun. I find that Om and fun is also another way of, if I feel I have a high tone voice when it comes to chanting my Om. So chanting fun, I was able to bring the note down a bit. So, and that's why it's practice. We have fun for the betterment of our practice, ourselves, right? We show up every day. We are now going to come onto our hands and knees. What's going to be my, no, where's the sun? Kind of cloudy out right now. So I'll face this way. We're going to do our cat cow. So cat cows like to bring the hand to the shoulder, just drop down. Then just lift out and drop the knees. Inhalation here, exhalation. When you come up, you got our index, center, ring, pinky. And release your pinky and your ring finger, and don't put too much pressure on your center finger and your index finger. That will be for the spine. It's up here. So you just want to look to the top of the mat. And now we're going to do some circles here. And we're going to go around the other way. Okay, now I'm going to touch my booty with my right and extend out. Touch my shoulder with my left and extend here. This is a breath here. Exhalation. Inhalation is on the extension, the lengthening, and exhalation is the bringing down. A transition to the other side. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, extend out. Exhalation, bring down. And we'll do 3 of these. Okay. Now, since we're here, this is our puppy. We're gonna go from our puppy to our dog. So just tuck the toes under and stretch out. And then we're gonna inhalation up, exhalation down. And now we're going to walk our feet up to our hands. Inhalation on a half fold, exhalation a full fold. Touch the shoulders and come into our spirit of ecstasy. Sweep the hands forward. Come into a slight back bend. And now we're going to come into our flower rotations. We're going to rotate the shoulders forward and back. And now we're going to stand in our mountain. And in our mountain, there's a tingleness going on in our body. So just feel it and tune into it. That's what and don't lock out the knees. after 3 breaths here. This is our asana of the week. Now, here comes the fun. Raise arms up, and now we're gonna pinwheel. I got my pinwheel, there's no wind here today. Now here's the challenge. The right arm comes forward, the left arm goes back. The left arm comes forward, the right arm comes back. Trying to connect the mind and body. And actually, we're going to do something very interesting here, because we are going to connect the mind and the body. We're going to come into a Utkatasana. Just touch the shoulders and come down on the knees, right? Very gently. We are going to cross over, like hug the shoulders. Bring my left fingers to my ear and massage the ear. Bring the right to the left. And stay in the Utkatasana. When you come down to the earlobe, just give a slight massage here. Then this pose connects the mind and the body. 4 breaths here. Okay? Come up to the front of the mat. You're gonna pinwheel the arm forward. Pinwheel back. The right arm comes up, we step back into our Virabhadrasana. I will touch the shoulders for alignment. Just spread the hips are vertical to your mat. This leg is not locked out. Have buoyancy here. The front kneecap doesn't go past the toes. Okay? And now, with an essence and an elegance, we're going to bring the hands to the mat. Step back into our dog here. Inhale here, exhale the knees and the forearms, and lead with the chin to the top of the mat. And this is our Bhujangasana. Is a very important asana right here. So we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Okay. Now we're going to come up to our puppy. Remember the inhalation in the center, the arms to the center. Try and have an even lift off. This is our puppy. Curl the toes under. Bring the hands back, one full hand print back. Now press into our dog. Raise that right leg up. Step up. And inhalation on the half fold, exhalation full fold. I always like to touch the shoulders and come into our spirit of ecstasy, because this is such a beautiful asana here. It deserves an awesome name, right? There's an essence and an elegance. So bring the hands forward. And now we're going to do our flower rotations. And just, if you have a fragrance that doesn't last long, be the quality of the oils or just when you touch the mat. This is a rubber mat, so when I touch it, it loses the fragrance really quick. Okay. And we'll roll the shoulders again. And we're just going to come into our mat. And just tune into vibrations. You always see me touch somewhere in my body because I'm going for alignment. Pinwheel arms. The left arm comes up, step back with the left. Bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the right. Come into our dog, a little inhalation forward, drop the knees, drop the forearms, leave with the chin to the top of the mat. And press up into our Bhujangasana. Inhalation here, now we're gonna grow our puppy to our dog. Inhalation here, exhalation to our dog. Raise the left leg up, step up. Inhalation on the half fold, exhalation, full fold. Now we're gonna come into our spirit of ecstasy. Well, see how far of a back bend as we go along in the practice, how far back you tilt. And we'll just roll the shoulders here and come into our mountain. Okay? We are coming to the other side. So now we're going to, and now right arm comes up, step back with the right, come into our warrior one, bring the hands to the mat. I don't like to do the hop back, so in my class we do the warrior and we step into our dog. Now we're going to add on to here. You're welcome to come into drop the knees, that's a Zen Asana when you come down. This is an inhalation, Utthita Chaturanga, exhalation, Chaturanga. Inhalation, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana to an Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the right leg up, step forward, come into our spirit of ecstasy, sweep the arms. So this is an all levels class. So I have modifications and all's welcome. This is a way to advance a little bit. But some of us have physiques and some don't, and ages and bodies. So you showed up, I'm very proud of you. So let's rotate the arm forward. Pinwheel forward. Pinwheel back. Left arm comes up, step back with the left. No right, no wrong. You showed up. Come into our warrior one. Bring the hands to the mat. Come into our dog here. Inhalation, Utthita Chaturanga, exhalation, Chaturanga. Inhale up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the left leg up, step up. Inhalation here, exhalation, forward fold. Come into our spirit of ecstasy. Come into our back bend. And now our flower rotations. And now we're going to add on here. This time step back with the right. Right arm comes up, step back with the right. Into our warrior one. And this is how I love doing my, come into our two is we're parallel with the mat and we touch through the, parallel with the mat, through the shoulders. You come into our, I like to flip the palms so it gets the back, right? Okay. Alignment. And we are doing asanas. I love in my warrior to move my hands because I am doing asanas. And now we're coming into our, I just gave this a new name. This is our Virabhadrasana, the elegance. This is my favorite because there's an essence and an elegance. And the wider out the elbow is, the more elegant you look. Remember to have the buoyancy on the extended leg. Open up to our Virabhadrasana 2. Come back into our the elegance. And very elegantly and gently, we're going to place this left elbow on top of that left knee. We're going to pinwheel this right arm 3 times one direction and 3 times another. And extend it wherever you feel comfortable. It is the whole side stretch here. At any time your heel feels uncomfortable coming down, you can always, when you lift the heel up, that's an Anujeti prep, so the preference is yours. Now maybe bringing the heel down will come eventually, or it could be painful for you to drop the heel, so coming up on the toes is perfectly fine, okay? We're gonna come back into our warrior in the elegance. Now, we're gonna extend this left leg, bring the left hand slides down, the right hand follows. Bring the back of this hand down before you get to the ankles, as best you can. And remember to have buoyancy on the legs. It keeps you from falling over. If you're outside, the wind could blow you over, or you're inside, you're so caught up in being right that you'll fall over. So if you have the buoyancy, will keep you in place. You know, I like to, with my right hand, just brush the body. Utthita Trikonasana. Come back into our warrior, the elegance. Bring the fingertips together in front and open up into our warrior 2. And now we are going to just squiddle this foot up a little bit. Just squiddle, like a width of the foot, like that. Come up on the toe, and this will be an Anujeti prep here. If you've been up a bit challenging already, you can come down to the knee here for a breath or so. We're going to bring the hands to the mat. Bring this right heel to your booty. If you have it in you, you're welcome to stay on the tippy toes. If challenging is the extension of this is to bring this heel to your booty and kick out. Now, to deepen this into our Ardha Chandrasana, we brush the body. And now we're going to come into the elegance. Bring the left foot vertical to the mat. The hands are on the body, and we're just going to fold down here. We're going to come into a mudra now. So a mudra is just hands, elbows up, and then extend out, okay? In our forward fold mudra. And now, I'm going to place my hand in front of me. I'm going to brush the body with my left. 3 breaths here. Bring the left hand down and raise the right. Bring the right hand down. Now walk the fingers, the right hand outside the right. And we're going to come into a little bit of side squatting here. And now we're going to come into the sequence for the other side. So come into our warrior one. Bring the hands to the side, parallel to the mat. Open up into our warrior two. Just play around with your asana. Come into our warrior in the elegance. Open back up into our warrior two. And now we're going to very gently put the right elbow on top of the right knee, and we're going to do our pinwheels here. Okay. And we're going to come back into our the elegance. And now we're just going to extend this leg a little bit. The left hand is leading. The right hand is leading. The left hand will follow. Give this rear foot a little squiddle. Foot width in. I call them squiddles because we go like that. We're having fun. Yoga fun. Yes. That side of the hand. Brush the body. And then you can play. Come back into our warrior in the elegant. Open up into our warrior two. And now we're going to come onto the toe in the back into our Anajeti prep here. Bring the hands to the mat. And you're welcome to stay here. If you have it, you can just play here or just bounce it on the toe. You can raise the left hand up. And then the challenge is to bring the heel to the booty and kick out. Look at the grass, wave to my YouTube landers, and up to the sky. Jump the heel, come back into our warrior in the elegance. Open up to our warrior two. And now we're going to bring the right foot. Again, with the hands, come down along the leg here. And we're going to do some more side to sides. Now, here's the fun. Come down to the knee. And now we're going to add our Parigriyasana here of extending the right leg's extended. Touch the shoulders, lift arms up. And now come down along the leg. And now we're going to do some myofascia exercise here. Bring this right hand to touch the fingers for 3. Okay. Now bring the left hand to the mat. The challenge here is you come up on the toes, but you can also come back into your booty here and kick up. Okay, now come back up. Now, to deepen this, we're going to add a Janu to this. This ground's a little bit dirty here. So we're going to Pavarita or Parigriyasana. Much like if you've been doing yoga with me, that's our Janu Shirsasana. Is with the leg in the inside, the back in our Pavarita Parigriyasana. Pretty much the same. We're going to touch the left fingers will touch the shoulder. The right index and center finger come in between the toes, and we drop it. And this is another asana to work on the inhalation is to lengthen it, exhalation is deepen it. So we'll only do 5 breaths here. Okay. And now we're going to come back into our Parigrihasana. We're going to drop, come down to the knee. A beautiful transition here is, this is another mudra, so clasp the hands behind. I get a slight back bend here, and exhalation up, fold. Maybe you can bring the head to the mat. Okay. And now we're going to reach out with our Parigrihasana to the left side. Like to touch the shoulders again. Drop the left hand and lean to the left. Bring the fingertips together. Open them. Do 3 of them. Okay. Now bring the right to the mat. You're welcome to stay here. You can come on the toes, or you can reach back and with the heel to the booty and kick out. And now we're going to Pavarita our Parigrihasana. Okay. Bring this index center finger to the yogi toe lock here. The elbow comes to the inside. Touch the shoulder and reach it. And now we're going to come out of this. Just come down to the knees again. And now we're going to take a child pose here. We're going to grow our puppy to our dog. And walk our feet up to our hands. Inhalation, half fold, exhalation, full fold. 5 breaths here. And we're going to come up into our spirit of ecstasy. Sweep our arms forward to a slight back bend. Come into our flower rotations. And now we're going to add next time the hands come up, come into our chair, Utkatasana here. And come up into our mountain again. Roll the shoulders back and forward. We're getting ready for our balance sequence of our class. So yesterday we did our Ekahasta Pandangusasana and our Nadarishasana. Today we're going to come into our Garudasana, that's our eagle. And of course I got a beautiful tree here and we're going to do our tree. Those are our 2 balances. Okay, so we're going to come into our Gumakasana. And Gumakasana is pick a leg that you're going to balance on. So I'm going to start on my left. I'm going to step out with my right, and I'm going to come across my body. Now, we cross the arms, My right leg is over, so that means my right arm is going to be, my right elbow will be underneath my left elbow on the crossing of my, so it looks like this. Now, you step back here, you can come on the tippy toe, okay? Just experience this if you are new here to yoga, or you just bring the and just experience the toe, okay? On the inhalation, the elbows come up. Exhalation, you're settle into this, and your toe might come off. And we're gonna play here. We're gonna do 5 breaths on each side because we're doing 2 balances. So it's okay. And if you don't do it all the time, it becomes very challenging. And then we're gonna hug ourselves in. We're gonna step out, come back in to our mountain here. Inhalation here, exhalation down along the leg for a forward fold. Okay. And now, got the sun over there. It's so beautiful here right now. I'm putting my weight on my right. Step out with the left. Cross over here. My right arm comes on top of the left. And not only lift off when you feel you're comfortable, when you've squatted down deep enough, it might even actually just lift off itself. And the drishti is something that's not moving. Give yourself a hug. Step out. Roll the shoulders. Come into our mountain pose again. Those are very important asana of this week for our non-attachment of things. Inhalation here and exhalation into a forward fold. I like to call that our preparatory balance asana, because we're going to come into our tree, your tree. What is your tree? Does your tree have flowers? You might even be a bush today. Those are rose bushes over there. So, okay. So, I'm coming back to my left. This one, we're going to do 15 breaths. If you're done, wherever you are, your transition will be to go onto the other leg. And so that's 30 breaths altogether for both sides. A little bit. We're going to meet in our forward fold, okay? So heading up. So figure maybe like 35 breaths altogether, okay? And then I like to put the back of my hand to the knee to open it up here. And transition now into our forward fold. Okay. And now to the other side. You come out, come back in. We're having fun. Actually, if you smile and you do this, it's and we're outside, so sometimes the footing's not always there. But if you smile at something about something, or make no big deal. I showed up. You'll be surprised how much longer you can hold your pose. You're awesome. And bring your, for 2 more breaths. And now we'll forward, fold. And now we are going to come down. We're going to do our Padmasana. This is our very important asana here. Yesterday we did our asana, so I'm not going to do that today, but still not, it's cooling off a little bit, so we'll do a couple of those cooling breaths. Just run the inhalation over the top of your tongue. And now I got my right foot's in front, so I'm bringing my elbow here to my belly, and I'm dropping it underneath. And I'm gonna pick up, I got my index, center, ring, pinky, to put in between my toes here for our bunions. And we'll go the other. Okay. And this is for the synovial fluids in our hips here also, so we can drop down and up. And now we're going to bring this foot up to the elbows here, and then we just cradle here. Okay. Now we just bring the left foot out front. Bring the left elbow to the center of your body and drop down and bring that left shin on top of there. And we'll just rock get the fluids in our hip going. Bring the fingers in between the foot on the left. And we'll now we're going to bring it up to the elbows here. Okay, and drop that down. Inhalation forward, exhalation back. Now we are setting up for our Janu Shirsasana here. So the right leg is in the center of the mat here. And we're going to come into our Paschimottanasana first. And we got our Gumakasana to do. So there's our seated forward fold. It's just one of the top 8 out of 608 asanas right here. This is so much enjoyable when you see how I have the knees off. As I touch the shoulders, lift up, exhalation forward, and as you extend out, the knees, the leg will come closer to the mat. And since this is our first very important asana, we'll do 10 breaths here. And now we're going to inhale this leg up and drop it here. Now, to set up an exhalation here. And now we are here. We're going to genu this by putting the yogi toe lock here, open up here. Bring the elbow inside. Left finger touches the left elbow. 10 breaths here. The inhalation, elongation, exhalation, deepening. This is the one asana where you can really experience that. And now, here comes our Gomukhasana. And this is our asana of the week also. So we're going to do 10 breaths here. So just bring this right leg over. Since the right leg's over the left, alignment, we bring the right hand behind it to grab your towel, your strap, or your hands. I notice a lot of women can touch their hands a lot better than men. Diva Pamal. We are going now to extend the left leg. And now I'm going to twist towards you. And the Marvichasana is I'm bringing my left, I'm facing left. My right knee's over. I'm going to be twisting 5 breaths to here. So I'm going to hug it here. I'm going to have to show you here. Bring this, hug in here. Give a wave. Inhalation up here. And bring this. The foot is flexed. And this is a top 8 out of 608. We're in good time. We're going to do 10 breaths here. Now, come out of this. We're going to fold into our Paschimottanasana. Now, here's the fun. We have our Dhanurasana here. The fingertips near the booty. We're going to press up for as many breaths as you can, up to 10. If it's too much, just stay here in our Dandasana. Just press up the best you can. Okay, on the inhalation. And the toes come down to the ground. Touch the shoulders, raise up to our Paschimottanasana again here. And now we are going to do the other side. So I'm hugging in my right knee. Drop it over to the right. My legs lined up in the center. Got a little mini vinyasa here. Exhalation along the legs best you can. Concentrate on the shin rolling forward with you. And now we're going to open up to the edge of the mat for our Pavarita Janu Shirsasana. Remember to bring the elbow to the inside, touch the shoulder for alignment for 10 breaths. And see where your right fingertips are. Okay, and now we're doing our Gomakasana this side. So bring this leg over, bring this in. So remember, it was the other side. I'm moving the mat to see where you are. I might be a little bit off here, but no big deal. I'm making sure my left leg is over and bringing my right leg in. Because, okay. Yeah. Bring up. I'm dropping the right, I'm coming back with the left. And that is of our non-attachment. And now, extend the right leg. And I'm going to face you for a Pavarita of the Mauritiasana. And since I'm going to hug it here with my right arm, give a wave over here. Extend my right arm up and bring that right elbow to the outside of this foot. And flex the foot. 10 breaths here. Extend your leg. Come into our forward fold again. And now we're going to come into our Dandasana. And we've been doing this for quite a while. We should be able to do up to 10 breaths in our Parsvantasana. Work it the best you can. You come up, come back down. On inhalation, we're going to lift up. And the toes will come to the mat. And now we'll work our triceps here and come back into our forward fold. And now we're setting up for our pigeon. On the way to our pigeon, we're coming, just bring, there's a nice transition, just bring the legs out to the side and very gently come up on the knee. And while we're here, we're going to do couple of the cat-cows and we'll do some of the sunbirds, okay? And then we'll do 3 sunbirds, right? Extending the right, extending the left. Inhalation here, exhalation. Okay, and now we're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to come into, we're growing our puppy. When we come into our dog, we're going to stay here for 10 breaths because we haven't experienced our dog much in our practice. And the sun salutations and our opening are very quick. So this will give us, so we're going to come into our puppy and press into our dog and do 10 breaths here. And your heels only come down the best you can. Remember to have buoyancy in the knees. Since I'm facing you, I'm going to kick out my leg. I'm going to do some hip rotations here. I'm going to inhalation, extension, exhalation, bring my left knee to my left elbow. Inhalation, exhalation, come center. Inhalation, exhalation, come right. Inhalation out. And the inhalation, we're going to come into our pigeon. And we'll work it here. When you have you can stay up here. Your knee, there's no pain here. The modification for this is, I'll show you right quick, because I'm this awesome yoga teacher. Just come up here and just, so we got the left leg, okay? And that's a modification if it's too challenging for you to do that. So just come here, If you haven't, you're welcome to stay where you are. This is all breath work here. Exhalation, come down to the forearms. And then you just work your head down to the mat. And this, I got this from Yogi Nori. She's an awesome yoga teacher, another YouTuber. So we said, find the deliciousness. So find the deliciousness. And the pose. We'll do 15 breaths here. And you can always walk the feet by tuck the toes on my extended leg. Now we're going to press up into our puppy hands. And we're going to come into our dog. When we come into the dog, just extend that left leg out. Drop into our dog, and now we'll pedal the feet again. And this is also for our fasciitis. Okay. And we're going to come on to the other side. So and we'll do some hip rotations here. Inhalation here, exhalation, right to right. Inhalation, center. Inhalation, bring the right to left. Inhalation here. And now we're going to come into our, you can come into this way or you can flip over to the modification. No right, no wrong, you showed up, okay? And find the deliciousness here for 15 breaths. And now to come out of here, just, we're going to come onto this leg here. Oh no, you don't have to. We're going to press back up. And you can come out that way if it's too challenging for you to come into the dog. Just come onto the side and swing your legs around to your Paschimottanasana. And those of us that can go for the challenge, we'll just lift up here and come back into our dog. Now, those of you that are down, since I'm going to face the camera, I'm going to raise my left and we're going to turn this into a split. I haven't done this in a while, and finding the time, we're going to do a split, and we're going to come to the close of our class. So, in our split, I don't have any bolsters. It's up to you if you have at home with a block, or just very gently here. We're going to squiddle the foot out. This is another way to walk out, is to tuck and walk out with the toes. I'll help you walk out. But this is a very important asana to do. If this is too challenging, you can come and stay on the booty to open up like this. Okay, that's a modification. And you can be on one knee and extend the one leg out and work it like that. I like to have my right knee. And those of us that physically can do it, or that deep in the practice, and all you newbies, you are so welcome to yoga, and I offer these modifications because I want you to have a yoga practice, and to help you along your way, and to help you feel welcome to yoga. Because I want you to come tomorrow. I want you to come the next day. I want you to come next week. I want you to come next month, next year, the year after, and the year after, the year after. That's how I look at it. Being inviting, an ambassador, right? I call it ambassador of yoga. And now, to come out of this, just very gently come onto the left booty. And now, as I'm facing you, I'm going to open up wide. So those of you that no modifications, you can stay in your width here. And just bringing the forearms to the center. You can stay here and work this width here. And then get the groin stretched. Come up on the left knee now. And extend the right leg. Okay? And we'll work it here. And those of you that can go deeper, just walk the left foot up. And we got 15 breaths here. Okay, and now they come out of here, just come down to the right side, and then we'll open up here. I gotta put this on, this grass is very thin. Okay, and we'll do another forward fold here as our transition. And we will get ready for our closing sequence. So we're going to come into our Paschimottanasana here. And very gently, we're going to lead this into our closing sequence is our shoulder stand, our Salamba Sarvingasana. And just very gently come to, wow, it's so beautiful outside. Rock side to side. We're coming up to our shoulder stand. We'll come into our happy baby here, do some wrist rolling and the feet. You're welcome to stay here and play here. Those of us that are going to deepen it, put our hands to our booty. You're welcome to stay here to deepen some more. Bring it another hand length down the back a bit. And now, if you have it in you, you can drop the feet down, We'll grab the toes for halasana. And now we're just very gently gonna come down the back and come back into our forward fold. Okay? And now we're gonna do a butterfly. We're out here in this beautiful park here in our butterfly in my garden. And we can do our passive inhalations and our forceful exhalations for the okay, nice. I get the synovial fluids in our hip go. Come back into our forward fold. And now we're gonna come back into our shoulder stand, so you know the modifications. And now we're going to come down very gently to a forward fold. And now we're going to windshield wiper. So almost like we're coming to happy baby. Just drop the feet and side to side. So that's windshield wiping. Then we're coming into our back bend here. In our back bend here, you can just press up like here. You can bring your hand and now drop the feet to here. You're at home, you have a wheel, a nice bolster, that's your preference. Those of us that are gonna deepen this are coming into our fountain of youth. This is documented actually to our age rejuvenation here. So, and I love doing this one. It's not done in a lot of classes, but I like to offer it in my class. So now we are going to, right, bring the hands here. And we're going to do 3 sets of 5s. This will do for maybe 5 breaths too, because it's very challenging. And those of you that just work in here like this, well, and we're all going to meet up in our forward fold. Okay. So on the inhalation, we're going to lift up, and we're going to do 5 breaths here. Come back down, windshield wiper in here. And now, inhalation here, press up. Very gently come down. And this will get the synovial fluids in our wrists going, yes. And now. And come into our Paschimottanasana. The weather vane is going. Now, we're gonna come in to hug the knees in and come here on the tippy toes. We're gonna come into our boat pose here. And let's lift up here. If you're welcome to stay here. Or you can, to deepen this, we'll just open up. So you just have the legs here and flip it. You can do one leg, one hand at a time. Which way this wants to go? Hug this in, rock side to side. And now we're gonna come into we are coming in to our fish pose. You come on the elbow, your head throwing your booty, just come up on the forearms and bring the head down. Very gently back. Touch the mat is fine. Or Matsi Andrasa, the king face. We're next to a lake. We did our boat pose and our fish pose. And now we're just going to come into our Shavasana. You can come onto the side. The hand that's closer to the mat will be to the side of that face there, and the hand that's behind you will come up to your Sarara chakra, like this. No, the hand to the mat will come up to your Sarara chakra, and the hand that's behind will come to your cheek. And if you have a bolster, you can lift up the knees. You can have the feet as wide as the mat. That's what I like to do here. Now, we're gonna do some tension here of a little bit of a guided meditation. We're gonna wiggle the right toes, and we're gonna come up to the right foot, to this shin, the back of the leg there, to the knee, to our thigh, upper thigh there, and inhalation, a big Durga breath here. And we're going to raise it up a few millimeters off the ground, tension here, and exhalation, a big exhalation. Bring in a big breath, cross our psoas. And we're coming down the left leg from the hamstring, down the knee, to the calves, to the ankles, down the left leg. Flex the foot, the toes. Big inhalation here. Exhalation. A little tension. A bit of exhalation. Now, bring a big breath up through the whole torso area. Hold it. Bring that breath to the left arm now. From our triceps to the forearm, to the left hand, to the fingers. A little acknowledgement, wiggle. Big inhalation here. Hold the breath. Exhalation. Bring that big breath across the body here to the right arm. The whole arm to the to the right hand. The fingers. Inhalation, exhalation. Bring a big inhalation up to our face. We'll go up to the jaw, the nose, the eyes. We'll squeeze the eyes, the forehead. And lift the head off the millimeter. Big inhalation, exhalation. And now just relax into our Shavasana. Our total me time. Stay here. I want to read you my poem by Dana Phelps. Yoga is not about the pose. It's not the alignment of toes or hips or shoulders. It's not about the form. Yoga is an invitation to explore, not a command performance. It speaks the language of the soul. In the flow of breath and motion, yoga coaxes us from the confines of the known across the silent thresholds into vastness. Yoga is the union of prayer and movement, guided from inside. It is healing and the joy of saying yes to life. Breathe, relax, and feel the body receive its own truth. The seed of freedom flowers within each of us whenever we are open to what's real. You may roll over to one side now. And we're getting ready for our closing ohms. We'll do 3 ohms. You go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the words and actions of my teachings contribute to the health and well-being of you. Namaste. Satnam, my yogis. Gives me great pleasure to speak this class to you.